Hi, I'm Saren.
And I'm Ray.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics. Gimme, gimme.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And tonight we are going to be talking the brand new issue for January, Nightwing Future State #1. And for a classic review of the Dick Grayson story from Superman 700. That's right, Future State. So finally, once again, it's the fictional future that's darker than our reality. Alright, so. Yes, I was going to say today, but I guess yesterday. Nightwing Future State came out. Have you read any other Future State beside Nightwing yet?
No, I have not. Nightwing's the only one that I buy both digital and hard copies, so I haven't gone to the shop to get the hard copies yet. So yeah, what do we need to know?
It's weird. I mean, in most of the books, it's like of course, at least in Gotham, there's a whole big anti-cape movement led by the mayor. They even have like their own militarized task force who basically have shoot-on-sight orders for anybody in a mask.
Those are the peacekeepers, right?
Yes, the magistrate, yes.
So the magistrate is the mayor, or that's the head peacekeeper person?
I think the group is the magistrate, but each individual is like a peacekeeper, yeah.
Okay.
Because like their leader's like, I think it was a Peacekeeper 1 or something.
Yeah. At least it wasn't this one.
Yeah, I think most, if not all, at least the Bat books are around the same time, because I was looking, there's some kind of weird timeline, because not all the Future State books from DC are set in the same year, so it's very weird.
Oh, so some are more in the future and some are not as far into the future?
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, because I didn't even know a timeline until I looked one up, because I was just like, oh, really?
Right, and some of the people are in more than one book. I mean, because Dick is also in the is it Teen Titans or just Titans Future State?
I think it's Teen Titans Future State. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be the same Nightwing, but he's wearing the older costume, and there's like no mention of like Batman or God. I know, it's very weird.
I guess we'll just go with it.
Again,
it's kind of like when there was Convergence. I mean, there was Titans Convergence, and that had Nightwing in there, and then there was Nightwing and Oracle Convergence. So.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know if. Well, again, this is only gonna be 2 months. So I mean, if you don't want to think too hard about it, kids, don't.
They try to give us as many options as possible.
I guess.
All right, but yes. So I guess what we need to know, but it was pretty clear from the context clues in there, is they think Batman is dead, or like the peacekeepers are saying we killed him.
In Batman Dark Detective, they showed, I mean, they shot Batman. I mean, Bruce Wayne was like about to die. He used like the last of his money to like get some kind of like back alley operation to, save his life. But everyone thinks Bruce Wayne and Batman are dead, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So Bruce Wayne is in Dark Detective, and then there's a new Batman in the next Batman.
Right, and that's Luke Fox? Tim Fox.
Tim Fox, yes.
Tim Fox, okay.
His brother, yes.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to tell, because sometimes they just keep making up kids for Lucius. I think there was a Tim Fox back in the 70s, and then there was Tam Fox, and then there's Luke Fox.
Oh yeah, I was.
They just keep adding. Lucius just keeps adding kids as people need Lucius to have another kid.
Well, yes, he has. I guess he has 2 daughters, Tam and Tiffany Fox. Of course.
Oh, see, I didn't even know about Tiffany.
Yes, there's Tam, Tiffany, Luke, and Tim. Tim, yeah.
So does Luke feel left out because everybody else is a T name except for him?
Well, that's like my wife. I mean, Danielle, she has 3 sisters, and they all their names start with J, and they're all older than her. So,
and then Danielle.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the whole Tim Fox thing. I guess he showed up in what is it? Yes, Batman 313 in the 70s, and then there was like nothing until just recently.
Right. Yeah, I thought he had been retconned out of existence, but then they popped him back in. So
he pretty much was until
good for him. He's making a comeback.
I guess they wanted a black sheep of the family, but I'm like, if you're gonna go that route, why not just use Luke? He's already there. He's already been Batwing. Why not just use Luke?
Because Tim was already there in the 70s, too.
Yeah. Like,
Lucius has all these kids secretly lurking around, apparently, who have just been hanging out at home that we don't know about until we need to know. We're on a need-to-know basis about Lucius's family.
Well, they really haven't gone into it yet, because I think they even said they're going to be doing, like, a new... they're going to be doing a series to, like, give you the origin of Tim and stuff, because there was some kind of thing where, I don't know if Lucius sent him away at one point, or... I don't think it was jail, but I don't know if he...
Yeah, I mean, I think in the 70s, they kind of portrayed him as, like, having issues.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he wasn't around very much, so it's not like it was well established.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he had, like, 1 or 2 appearances, and that was it.
Yeah. He was really more of a plot device than a character.
Oh, definitely.
They were like, oh, we need Lucius to have a kid. Throw one in there. So, yeah.
I'm trying to find
All right. Should we go into this Nightwing? I would just like to say that I find it interesting. I guess kind of cool. It seems that frequently when we're going into these dystopian futures, the Nightwing suit gets more boxy and more armory.
I know.
Okay. Like, because the Arkham video games are kind of a little bit more dystopian than the comics, right? And it's much boxier and stuff in there. And here it's...
Okay, according to this timeline I'm reading, if this is right, the Nightwing book takes place in 2025, and the Teen Titans takes place 2 years later. So, okay, yeah. So this is like, I guess only 4 years in the future, and then Titans is 6.
So he's taking his costumes backwards in time. Interesting.
I guess he must leave Gotham eventually, because the Titans weren't in Gotham. Did you read Titan? You didn't read Titans yet, yeah. I
read about it. I read that it was kind of an story.
It was weird. It was just, I mean, they have somebody locked up in a cage who becomes Red X. I'm like thinking, is that Damian? Because they didn't show Damian yet.
Well, I'm sure all will be revealed.
I know, but yeah. So yeah, just a quick thing. Yeah, at the end of the Future State Teen Titans #1, Dick puts on Deathstroke's masks. I don't know if he's new Deathstroke. I don't know.
Crazy. Well, I thought this one was good.
Oh yeah, this one was better. Yeah.
So let's establish that. So read this one, Nightwing fans.
Yeah, because Dick looks like he saves his couple getting attacked in the alley, but.
Oh yeah, I see. There's the advertisement inside this one. There's the Red X, and then the Nightwing outfit. It looks like it's a modified the second outfit, which was the worst of all the Nightwing outfits.
Yeah, I don't know if someone liked it or if it's just like, oh, that's the only one he had left. Yeah.
That's the only one we haven't adequately modified. Yes, but in this one, those peacekeepers, they're kind of robot-y.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they have a lot of armor on. And yes, they look like they're about to harm a couple. And Nightwing swoops in to save them.
Okay, Dick's not wearing a helmet, so can you tell me why he's wearing a chin strap?
I don't know. I think it's part of that dystopian. I need extra armor.
Dark and gritty future. Gotta protect my chin. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, although they do joke. I was reading the book about I mentioned it before. Glenn Weldon's book, The Caped Crusade, Batman and the Rise of Nerd Culture. And he talks about how when a lot of the live action movies came, a lot of nerds talk about Batman's chin. And they're like, no, Val Kilmer doesn't have a good enough chin or whatever to be Batman. So maybe it makes sense. Maybe we need our heroes to wear chin protectors. So then we won't have that debate about, is their chin good enough to play the hero? Because we'll just slap a chin protector on it and no one will know.
Well, that's one of the things I like about this, the next Batman, is he covers his whole face.
Yes, that makes sense.
I think it looks more scary.
more protection.
Yeah.
Although, as people have talked about in analyses of the Watchmen, the show, not the comic, that they talk about maybe Batman reveals part of his face so everybody knows he's white because of racial dimensions in the U.S. So it might also be smart for Luke or Tim. Tim, sorry.
I mean, any second Batman would be, well, it kind of like, you cover the face. It's like, oh, is that the same guy? Is it a different guy? You don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't want the chin to give him away. Maybe he has a Val Kilmer chin, and he's afraid that people will say, he can't be the real Batman.
Maybe.
He doesn't have the same chin.
That's true.
Anyway, these peacekeepers are trying to get this couple. Oh, no, we haven't done anything wrong. Who comes to save the day? One guess.
Nightwing.
Correct! Good job.
So his name's on the book.
Yep. Beats him up. Drones and stuff. He avoids the bullets. La la la.
La la.
But what I think is really good, so he's saving these people, and then the guy is saying, I just want to shake your hand, and Nightwing throws his stick at him. He says, no, your body language is all wrong. You're not scared. And so that's how he knows that he's augmented human, so he has some, stuff to make him better. And I thought it was a nice message that they're trying to get Nightwing, but they realize they can't get him with robots. They have to get him with people.
Mm-hmm. And the wife has those glowing knives or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's the future.
Oh no, those knives are intense.
But yeah, after he takes them out, then he takes out that sniper.
Yeah, well, while she's fighting him, he gets shot with something.
Yeah, in the back.
Yeah. But he gets her. So I thought that was good. And he's like, Nightwing's right behind me. Oh, crap. Yep, yeah. Takes out the sniper.
But yeah.
And then he says, you are grim darker than you were before. I think someone's overcompensating for not having a bad daddy anymore.
Whoa. Burn. Tell you what, he breaks his femur.
Although, it feels like that guy, how he's just kind of laying there. I mean, yeah, he must have broken his femur. But I feel like if someone broke my femur, I wouldn't just say eek. I would be eeking continually.
I mean, I guess because he's a tough guy, whatever.
Nah, I guess so. But he says, mission accomplished. So then we get to meet the magistrate. I don't know, have we met the magistrate in other books? This person's not.
Oh, Peacekeeper 1.
Yeah, is this person new or?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just, it's mostly just the organization, and like, especially in the Bat books, it's just like, oh, they're coming after, the new Batman or whoever.
And so Montoya used to be the commissioner. Do we ever see her as commissioner, or do we just know she used to be because he's destroying her nameplate?
Not yet, but I mean, I guess we could at some point because, like I said, they're not even putting these out in order because Teen Titans was last week, and that, according to their timeline, that takes place 2 years after this, so.
So it's all whatever.
Again, it's only a 2-month thing, so I don't know how deep they
Right, yeah. Yeah, I just didn't know if that was shown in any of it. If they were like flashbacks, but
yeah, no.
Fair enough. All right, so they're talking about how they really want to get Nightwing. And they're saying, yeah, we got him. And then they're wondering, does Nightwing think we killed Batman? And then we find where Dick is hiding. Arkham! Mm-hmm. And he has some sort of virtual reality wall that he's going through?
I just assume it's some kind of hologram or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Like it's not like the wall's not really there, but it looks like the wall is there.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, that would make sense.
Again, it's the future. Could be anything, I guess.
Yeah. So then I guess he's talking with the Gotham people. It's kind of hard to see their faces, but yeah, I guess there's Man-Bat, Catwoman.
We know she's talking to Barbara.
Batgirl, yeah. I don't know if that's Tim in the bottom corner. Or no, maybe that's Duke.
Maybe.
That might be Duke, because he's just wearing a domino mask. And I'm pretty sure Man-Bat's up. Anyway, yeah, so he's talking. And then, yeah, it was good that he said that, because I thought maybe that was supposed to be Gotham Girl or somebody else, because it's a different suit that we're never seeing. And see, that must be something with the future, because Barbara has a chin protector on, too.
Exactly.
So, maybe the Peacekeepers target chins. We should go back and look. Does anybody else? Yeah, somebody else has like a chin thing. And I don't know if that's Cass Orphan up in the top left corner, but she has a chin thing on too. So it's definitely so. In the future, you need to protect your chin. Oh yeah, Huntress has a chin thing.
Yeah.
The next one. Oh, one of those people is Two-Face. I don't know about his chin.
But yeah, Dick just, he's like, yeah, we're, it's basically saying we're his legacy, meaning Batman's legacy, Bruce's legacy. We'll fight till it's over. But then there's, Barbara's telling him, yeah, there's reports of a Batman. Well, he's not the...
Yep.
Say, he'll look into a person.
Then we have our shower scene. But it remains PG-13. We don't have to deal with that one. Wasn't there a comic where they showed Bruce's everything?
Oh, yeah. That was one of his Black Label books, yeah.
People were like, whoa.
It was still in shadow, though. It wasn't like...
All right, well, we don't have to deal with that here.
I know, yeah.
And then we have a quick flashback, just in case you don't remember who Nightwing is.
And what his relationship with Bruce is.
Yep, we've got a quick little summary for you.
They had to get your business. They were just like, we got to throw in at least a panel for Kristen.
Exactly. And then he's all like, oh, I've let you down, but someone's here. And then we have an out of the shower fight. Oh.
What is this, prison? But yeah, I just love, did we mention Dick's headquarters is in Arkham?
I don't know. I thought we did, but yes, it bears mentioning again. But that's sneaky. That's reverse psychology or whatever.
Oh yeah, especially, none of the crooks are going to come back. Afraid to get locked up.
For real.
But yeah, Dick's encounters the new Batman.
Wait, is it the new Batman? I thought it was the old Batman.
No, that's Tim. Yeah, no, because Bruce isn't wearing like a cape or anything. It's basically just a cowl, and it almost looks like a tactical armor or something. Yeah, no, that's not Bruce.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why Dick gives him the old taser, because he has the room booby trap.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, he knocks out the Batman, then he has him tied up to a chair, and he's like, "Oh, did you look under the mask? I wouldn't blame you." And Dick's like, "No, I value privacy." And besides too, he would have known if it was Bruce.
Yeah, right. That's true. Well, that's why I was a little confused. He says, "I value privacy."
No, that's Tim Fox.
Okay, and then he said something about like I could figure out who you were without. Oh, okay. Footage I was able to find of your Gotham adventures, movement matching software like fingerprints. Oh, okay. So since Batman's been out and about in Gotham, he was able to verify that it. After he tased him, he was able to verify it really is the one they call Batman and not like a peacekeeper in disguise, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the Batman says he's here. Oh, look. Okay. What a nice change of pace. He comes to Batman, or Batman comes to Nightwing for help on a case. Finding a lost Sarah Duo?
Dowell, maybe?
Maybe. But a 10-year-old, yeah, she got dragged off the streets. She's going to be shipped overseas by people smugglers. But I guess Batman found her, but then she was grabbed again. Haven't been seen since.
Yep.
But they took her to interrogate her about me. Batman's like, she's dead. I know it. Killed by monsters for nothing.
Says they're not monsters. They're much worse.
Yep.
Well, that's why I thought maybe it was Bruce, because he said, I need to be part of your resistance. And I thought, oh, if they thought Bruce was dead and he like popped back up, he'd be like, hey, I have to be part of your... Oh, okay, but they were operating... Okay. Batman was operating independently from Nightwing and everybody else.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, please, if it was Bruce, he would have walked in and said, yeah, I'm taking over the operation.
Well, all right. I thought maybe he was trying to be nice.
No, it's either... Well, his time hasn't made him any softer. He would have been either took over the operation or been like, I don't need you kids.
I suppose I should have known that even though it's in Nightwing book, if it was Bruce, he wouldn't have been... He would have had, like, I don't know, anti-taser stuff built into his suit or something.
Exactly.
Or he wouldn't have been like, oh, you were hard to find. He'd been like, I knew you were in Arkham because I told you to be in Arkham or something.
But yeah, so...
I guess I didn't realize that Tim Fox Batman wasn't operating with them already.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought it was like Bruce back from the dead or something.
So I mean, but then the magistrate's outside, and Dick's like, "Oh yeah, they shot me with a nanotech tracker." So
and he's like, "Why did you lead them here?" And he says, "Because I want to fight them home field advantage." So
yes.
So that's what's happening next time.
Oh yeah. So yes, and that'll be the February book. So. Yeah, because there's the next Batman and there's Dark Detective. Those get 2 a month, but I think Nightwing's only getting one. A lot of them are only getting 1 a month. I think if you're not like Batman or Superman, I think.
Yeah, well, isn't Batman in 4 parts?
Yeah, like I said, there's the next Batman with Tim, and then there's Dark Detective with Bruce. I think those are twice a month, and there's like at least 2 Superman books. I think those might be twice a month, maybe.
Oh, okay. So Bruce is also kind of running around as a Batman, or he's running around as like a pseudo Batman?
Yes and yes. I mean, he basically just pulled himself off the street. There's only been the one issue so far, but then he's like,
"Oh, right, you said they tried to kill him or whatever, and they think he's dead, but he managed to." Yeah,
I think he was almost toying with the idea of just staying, quote unquote, dead. I think, but
I see.
I was trying to.
So. Yeah, since there's only 2, do you think that, like, the Siege of Arkham, I mean, that's going to be the next one. Do you think that will be that issue, and then it'll be some of this stuff will be wrapped up in another issue of Future State Batman, or?
I don't know. They might
maybe they'll defeat the Siege in like 3 pages, and then they'll spend the rest of them.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, it's only a 2-month thing, so yeah. I mean, yeah,
because it feels like the way it's set up, it would be. I mean, unless they all go to the Siege and you can defeat all of the Peacekeepers in the Siege, it feels like there should be a 3rd one after it. Like, okay, we have the setup, then we have the Siege, and then we have the 3rd one where we solve the problem. Mm-hmm. But since we only get 2, maybe the Siege will be short.
Hold on, I was going to say, let me see. I was going to show you a picture real quick if I can do this. What Bruce is running around looking like.
Okay. Yeah, come here.
Eric can't. Can you kind of see that?
Okay.
That's Bruce. Yeah.
Okay.
See the face, the bottom of the face is still uncovered, and
and he doesn't have long sleeves. He has short sleeves and then gloves.
Yeah, it's almost like a bulletproof vest or something. Yeah, and no cape. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Groovy.
Yeah.
All right.
I
guess I would have known, yes, if I had seen that. But yeah, I thought the way they were like, I guess I was just assuming that Tim Fox was already working with them, and that's why it was.
Nah, he's kind of been, staying on.
He had to make sure that it's like real Batman and not, you're some sort of thing popped out of the Lazarus pit or whatever.
He's all mysterious, yeah.
But fair enough. Like you said, I should have known. Bruce would have come in and taken over.
And again, I don't know if this is like pretty early as Tim is Batman, so.
Yeah, that could be.
Because again, by the time, I forget what year that's supposed to be, but the Justice League issue, Tim Fox is already working with the Justice League, so.
Yeah, maybe this is an early one. Although if it's an early one, then they can't be defeating the Peacekeepers. I guess we'll see what happens.
They'll probably just get away or whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
So, did you like this one, or?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. I mean, I guess I liked it a little better when I thought it was Bruce, because then I was like,
Yeah, I know.
But, I mean, it's still good that it's... Yeah, I mean, because Nightwing looks good. I mean, the art is cool. And Dick, does a good job. It points out the good things that we like about Dick, To try to get him, they need to use people because, he's about the people. He connects with people. He likes to give that personal touch. And, yeah, he knew... You might be like, oh my gosh, he didn't realize that they stuck a tracker on him. But he's like, yeah, I know they stuck a tracker on me because I'm tired of, what do you say? I'm tired of death by 1,000 cuts. I want to fight him on my home field.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good issue, but it's not like your happy-go-lucky Dick that we like. But again, it's future state, so again, you're only going to get one more issue. And again, everyone else thinks Bruce is dead, so I don't know if you're going to get much, if any, Dick-Bruce interaction. So, all
right, that's fair enough. Well, but it makes sense that you wouldn't be super happy-go-lucky if the whole world is trying to kill you, and it's dystopian. And I mean, he wasn't super dark.
No. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Well, he broke a guy's leg, but still.
All right, yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's a little more Bruce, but again, I'm just saying, I liked it, but if you're expecting like a regular Nightwing issue, yeah, it's not going to be a regular Nightwing issue.
Yeah, but yeah, you kind of figured it'd be a little bit darker because dystopia.
But I was talking to Ray, our buddy from Australia, last night. He was, we were messaging back and forth. He said he might start picking up Nightwing. He doesn't read a lot of DC, but he's like, I might give Nightwing a shot. You know, I don't know if he was talking about picking up any future state, but I was like, oh, if nothing else, I'm like, pick it up in March.
Yeah, pick it up at 78. That'd be a good jumping on point.
Well, he was all happy
with when he gets his canine sidekick.
Yes, and he was all happy too when he heard Tom Taylor, because Tom Taylor did some stuff at Marvel. Plus, he's like, oh, another Australian. Oh,
he's Australian too.
Yeah.
Well, he must be so stoked. Isn't Moon Knight supposed to get his own Disney Plus show?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I think Oscar Isaacs is going to play Moon Knight.
Is that the dude who was in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh dang, that's kind of a big name.
That's not well. Again, it's Disney, so
right. The mouse is rolling in the dough.
They get them people on contracts, man. They throw them all over the place.
Well, right. I mean, because Ewan McGregor is supposed to be Obi-Wan in the series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, what's his face? Tom Hiddleston's supposed to be Loki in the series. I mean,
oh yeah, I think
you can't just be like, here's a couple $100 after you've been in these blockbuster movies.
Oh, I think those contracts are very complicated now. It's like, we can put you here, especially these days. It's like, oh yeah, we might save you for some streaming.
Sure, and I wonder how the licensing. I mean, just out of curiosity, I wonder how the licensing works when you are an actor who plays a character like that. Because, they sell, Thor and Captain America and, Iron Man, etc. stuff that's the comic book person. But then they also sell that stuff that's, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris, and they're using your face. So do you get paid for every time somebody buys a t-shirt that has your face on it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I would think you would, because when you're in professional sports, don't you make money when somebody buys your jersey?
Maybe.
And that doesn't have your face on it, it just has your name on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could see maybe Robert Downey Jr. getting that, but yeah, I don't know if everybody gets that. I mean, I would hope they at least get residuals for those movies and stuff, because I swear every weekend there's at least one channel replaying some Marvel movies.
Right, yeah, I don't know how it works. Well, it sounds like you get more royalties from DC than you do from Marvel when it comes to your characters being used in other media. Wasn't Devin saying that, maybe?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
You mean like the writers or actors?
Yeah, well, I think, wasn't she saying, because who had a movie that came out sometime during quarantine, and a character that she had created for Marvel was in the movie?
It's a character who's going to be showing up in Black Widow, whenever Black Widow comes out. Yeah.
But I think she said she wasn't going to see any money from that.
Yeah, no.
But I thought when we were at the conference about Batman and Bowling Green back in 2018, before the world changed, in the before times, I thought Mike Barr said that when a character he invented appeared in Young Justice, because I think, didn't he invent Halo? Or there were some people that were in that he got something for that. I thought.
I know they always put their names in the credits and stuff, but yeah, I don't know if they actually pay them or if they get anything for that. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was like part of the thing why there was partially the fight with Bill Finger's family and Bob Kane. The whole thing with Bill Finger and Bob Kane, it's just like, Bob Kane took all the credit, and Well, right, exactly, and I was thinking it wasn't just, hey, you should give me some of the credit. It was also, you're getting all of this credit and you're getting money for it. Because I don't think that I think they kind of screwed over the inventors of Superman, and they like bought Superman from them. But I think, they didn't do that to Bob Kane,
especially back in the day. Back then, they didn't give those guys anything.
Right, yeah. Here's a nickel for your invention, kid. Get yourself a pop.
Yeah, I don't know how much they give those creators now, but I mean all the rights to all those characters are either, Disney or Warner's.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was thinking they said you got some residuals, but
yeah,
maybe not. Sure. Almost like when you're on a TV show and it goes into syndication, then you get you don't get the paycheck, but you get money from.
That's what I hope that said. I hope when they replay those movies, those actors get some money.
Yeah. Who knows? All right. We kind of got off topic. Let's get to Superman 700 Geometry. Yes. I would just like to start out by saying I picked this one, which will probably be obvious to people who follow the show. I feel like you can always tell when it's my pick because it's like cute and family oriented and like not a ton of punching and stuff like that. I feel like this story is pretty much perfect. The only thing that is, in my opinion, not perfect is it's weird to me that Alfred calls Bruce Master Bruce, but he doesn't call Dick Master Dick. He calls him Richard because you don't get that. You don't get that very often because, I mean, sometimes when Dick is older, but usually it's like Master Richard if he uses Richard, or mostly it's Master Dick.
I don't know if is it just because this is pretty early on, like Dick has just he hasn't been with Bruce and Alfred that long.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that. It could be pretty early, but I mean, he's already Robin, so it can't be, totally right away.
But yes, this story is written and at least some of the art done by a friend of the show, Dan Jurgens, who we talked to.
Hi, this is Dan Jurgens, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
See?
But it's like a quibble. I mean, it's like a 96, 97 out of 100. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. It's just like almost perfection. So, yeah.
And it just reminds me of 90s Superman because, like, Dan was working on the Superman books back then, too, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I mean, you're right. And Dick is definitely young because of his inner monologue. How he says, like, the butler, yes, we have a butler. True blue to the core. Oh, my other thing is, can you believe it? Dick is drinking pop. I'm surprised Alfred doesn't snatch that right out of his hand.
I know.
Alfred's slacking.
But I just love Bruce, how he's like, there's a few occasions where he has to, attend the Wayne Enterprises thing. He's like, Lucius tells me this is one of them.
Exactly. So he has to can't go
out tonight as Batman.
Yep. And then Dick makes an awesome joke, reference back to the 60s show, if the Joker's going to poison the water supply.
Or Two-Face torching the Double Bubble Candy Factory.
Yeah, which that was not in an episode. No. Robin will take care of it, which sounds good. And then Bruce has to rain on that parade and say, no, he won't.
But again, this is really early in Dick's career. We don't know how early, but it's, maybe Bruce is
right, like, yeah, he's well, like, yeah, and I mean, you shouldn't just let a kid go off to get gun smugglers.
And again,
but the whole point is like, why didn't he call, if they're from Metropolis, why don't you call in Superman anyway? But of course, Bruce and his alien issues.
Yeah, especially in this era, yeah.
So, yes.
And besides, Alfred's like, I recall you have a major geometry assignment due tomorrow morning. Get it? Geometry?
Yep. The title.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm going to do a workout first, though.
Alfie, or Alfred.
So then he goes down and goes through the obstacle course, and he takes the intensity from Sting to peel the flesh off.
The lasers, yeah.
Which is so adolescent boy. It cracks me up.
He has to flip through the lasers, yeah. But again, I mean, I guess it's easier. I mean, of course, with no pants, but it's just like he has to work out in the Robin cot. Well, I guess, we want to simulate combat situations as much as possible.
He wants to get in the zone, Phil. He wants to get in the zone.
I'm like, he couldn't have worked out in sweats or something.
No, he can't.
I know. So yes, he finished.
He has to be down there so he can we have the dynamic fist clap in the middle of the page because we hear on the intel, the gun smugglers are coming. Take these guys down alone. Alfred says, no, you have to go do your homework.
Yeah, he gives him he does the old Burt Ward, yeah.
Yes, I like to refer to it as the dynamic fist clap.
Yes.
I was like, but he says, nope.
Yeah, because he's like, our intel said they were coming tomorrow, but they're coming tonight. You know, all those automatic weapons on the street.
No.
Absolutely not. Master Bruce forbade you, and there's homework. So, yes. Then we see a clock that says 8:42.
And then we see it's 10:37. And then, boom, 11:46. He's back down there. He's been sitting in his room, not doing his geometry homework because he was thinking about those smugglers.
Yeah, who can concentrate on the Pythagorean theorem when bad guys are in town? So
Would be tough, I suppose.
Takes out his motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been robbing long enough to have his own motorcycle.
I guess.
I know, it's obviously very early, but still, like I said, that's my only thing. All right, he's busting some of the smugglers, but they get him.
Oh yeah, they gang up on him.
Yep.
They tie. Oh lord, they tie him up and throw him in the river.
Mm-hmm. Because they're like, we gotta toss him before the bat comes.
Yeah, because they don't shoot him because they're like, they basically just throw him down with an anchor because they're like, no shots or so if the bat's around, we don't hear no shots.
Right. Plus, I feel like it's always a nice idea that you really just need to get away. You don't need to kill him. Just throw him into the water and run away.
They don't want no witnesses.
Yeah, but
yeah, so he's sinking in the river, but then he's trying to think of a way to get out, but then he's like, uh-oh, someone's freeing him. He's like, is it Batman? Did he come home early?
Well, I think I guess, yeah. I think he was wiggling, but yeah, somebody just ripped the rope, I guess.
I think he was working free, but yeah, then I think he gets some help.
Yeah. Because then he's like, I'm free. Yeah, there we see it.
And then someone's pulling him by the cape, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait, you? Superman?
Yes, talking in logos. He's so happy. And then it's like, yeah, why were they not working with Superman to begin with? These people are from Metropolis.
Again, it's Batman. But yeah, Superman says he bagged a couple of the guys before dawn, but let's just say they should keep their mouth shut when someone with enhanced hearing is anywhere in the vicinity.
They should.
So they try to start shooting them in the air, but of course, doesn't work on Superman.
Superman takes care of that. Robin says, they're getting away. Superman, I'm not so sure of that. Turns his heat vision on. Wah, wah. Now there's a hole in the boat.
Yep.
And they're like, there's a hole the size of a basketball. How? You really have to ask?
Help.
I'll give him and then Dick's monologue, I'll give him this. The man knows how to operate.
And then Gordon shows up, and of course, unlike Batman, Superman stays around until, he says goodbye.
Yep. It's like, my pleasure. Anytime.
Then he flies up to see Dick, and he's like, thanks for keeping my name out of it.
Care to tell me why? If Batman finds out I was here and almost drowned, he'll ground me for life. He's right about you not working alone, Please no lectures. I have to get home. Superman, of course you do. It's 2 a.m. And I still have a big geometry assignment to finish.
So then Superman flies him home.
Yup. And then he's like, oh, right. I forgot you're an alien. That one, I left the window open. And then Bruce is home. He's in the cave. She tells Alfred.
Well, yeah.
Alfred says,
well, yeah, because Bruce and Alfred are talking about, oh, yeah, the gun smugglers have been apprehended.
By a caved hero. It's like, Dick. It had to be Dick. This is probably my favorite line in coming up next because it's such a Bruce line. If he defined me and went out alone, I'll ground him till he's 30. I really feel like Bruce Wayne would seriously try to do that, too.
I'll ground him till he's my age.
Exactly. It's like he's grounded till he's 30. And you can see him trying to enforce that. The Titans will be like, Dick, we need you. He's like, I can't, I'm grounded. They're like, what do you mean you're 25 years old? He's like, no, I'm grounded until I'm 30 because that one time I snuck out and didn't do my geometry homework when I was 13.
Oh, Alfred would have talked him out of it before that.
No, but I love that line because it's so Bruce. It's so Bruce. And it's only part, and it's a little bit exaggeration, and I swear it's also a little bit Bruce Wayne seriously thinks he could get away with that.
But that's just,
or he would try.
Yeah, it's funny because Bruce and Alfred are walking up the steps, and Superman brings Dick to the window just as Bruce and Alfred are coming up the steps, so Dick like takes his costume off and dives in the bed.
Yep. He's like, uh-oh, you're here. What's up? You were here all night? Yeah, where else would I be? As Bruce is like, well, if you had gone after us, you were here all night, your geometry assignment is done. And it is done because good old Superman.
Super speeding it right outside the window. Yep.
Quick did the geometry.
Yeah, because Bruce looks after Superman's done. He's like, it's done?
Yep. And it is. Trying to see what's written on his.
What?
No. And he's like, of course, it's totally done. Just go back to sleep. Dick says, thank you, Superman. And then we have this awesome Bruce note. And see, and this is the kind of Bruce that I love, which is why I'm like, this is so perfect. Also why I had to read it. Where Bruce is a dad. Where Bruce is a dad, but he is like, kind of he's not a mean, like, over the top. No. He knows. Yeah, he knows Dick went out, but
it's he leaves a cute little note for Clark Kent the next day. Yeah,
exactly. Like he knows Dick went out. He knows Clark helped him, and he's like, all right, like, good job, them. They kind of like, they sort of got one over on me, so he's cool with it. As opposed to being like, I know you did it, and you're grounded till you're 30.
No, it's basically just like, next time let the boy do his own homework, and don't leave.
So he actually learned something,
and don't leave the motorcycle at the scene.
Which are both two good pieces of advice, particularly the motorcycle one.
Oh yeah.
And Clark, whatever you say, Bruce, whatever you say.
But I mean, Bruce could pick up the cycle, but it's like, let the boy learn. He needs to learn geometry.
I know. It's like, come on, he probably already knows it.
With the boy to be able to bounce a batarang off 3 guys' heads at the same time, let him learn his geometry.
Exactly. But like I said, it's so Bruce. He's like, okay, you gotta, but really, the reason you do homework is so you can learn things. Like I said, it's the kind of dad Bruce I'm here for.
Oh yeah. I mean, I liked it. There was a few issues I think we both picked, so they were easy picks. I might have picked this one, but I didn't even think of it while we were making the list. That you mentioned, I was like, oh yeah, there is that story.
It's so cute. So cute. Cute Dick, Dad Bruce, Clark being cool. It's really got the whole package.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I was just looking.
Thumbs up.
Yes, exactly. I was just looking up. Yeah, Nightwing Future State number 2 comes out February 16th. So,
all right.
So a little under.
Sounds good.
A little under.
So we'll see what happens at the siege of Arkham.
And then March we get our new creative team. I can't wait.
Yep, and back to normal. No weird dystopias and no amnesia.
Yeah, so I was gonna say no Rick.
Huzzah!
All right. Any final thoughts on either of these? I'm pulling up the schedule for next time.
Nope, it's good.
All right. Let's see. We are at. We did, Nightwing Future State. So next time we will be doing Nightwing numbers back to the 90s series and Chuck Dixon, Nightwing 16.
Okie doke.
Nightwing gets a car. Remember that.
All right. Well, this time he had a motorcycle. Now he's getting a car.
That's right. And after that, the episode after that will be Nightwing 17 and 18. So, yes.
That's the one where Bruce comes to bit, or one of them's where Bruce comes. Yeah, no, he's in both of them, isn't he? Like he pops up at the end or something.
No, that arc we covered, he was there, for 2 or 3 issues. That comes right before the car one, so.
Oh, it comes before the car. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like right after Bruce had come to town for the first time. Yeah, no, the 16 he gets the car, 17 and 18 is when he, it's the Deathstroke and Man-Bat one. 2-parter.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, there's a panel in that Deathstroke one that cracks me up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Nice. Quality stuff.
That's right. All right.
Good times ahead.
That's right. All right, everyone. So, send your thoughts on all those. Back to the 90s Batman. And hey, you'd still send your thoughts on Nightwing Future State number 1. We'll read them in the upcoming weeks leading up to number 2. And send your thoughts on Future State number 2. But so send all of that to Nightwing. capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. You can find links to all of our shows, social media, links to this YouTube channel, links to merch, links to Patreon. It's already been updated. Links. We also have me and Lilith do a Batman show. You can find the links to that. Coming soon, a Green Lantern show, Sector 2814. So you can already follow us on Facebook and Twitter for that. So
wow,
get in on the ground floor before we start on 90s Green Lantern, and then go in order to the present. So yes, that'll take many years. Anyway, so follow all of that all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio and Hunt a Killer. Use the code Southgate for both of those for discounts. And for those of you learned types, go pick up some great books. Pod Life, the book, now digital paperback. Learn the ins and outs of podcasting from the experts in Rob Southgate. And again, cannot recommend this enough for fans of this show. Go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. Lots of great content in there from creators and just fans. Just learn the history of Dick Grayson before we jump into a new era in March. And you can also pick that up on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that man in the shadows, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Why did your eye drift over to my box? Mark my words.
And already mentioned Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder, put together by that lady over there. All right, so thank you for joining us. Again, come back next time. Back to the 90s for Nightwing 16. Followed the week after by Nightwing 17 and 18. So just read that big chunk at once. Come on. Send your feedback. And again, still sending your thoughts on Nightwing Future State number 1 and Future State number 2 when it comes out. And someone get me Tom Taylor. I tried contacting him. I heard nothing back. I'd like to talk to him about this new era. But that's all the time we have. So until next time, join us same wing time. Same wing channel.
Same wing channel. Yes.
Wing News.